put your hands together for Mr. Gavin Stevens, everybody.
Thank you. How are you guys doing? How are you? No one cares. How are you? That's good. Okay. Thank you. You sound very sarcastic. That's weird. So I'm here to make you laugh, but okay. So I'm from Generation X. You can tell when someone's from Generation X. It's pretty easy. We're old. That's how you can tell. Not old, but just old. That's what we are. That's my new identity now. Is old. Everything I was before 40 is now /old. Like I'm half black /old. I'm a man /old. I'm broke /old. That's the worst. Cause like now all my midlife crisis is limited. Like this year I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I figure if I can't afford a house, I might as well storm a castle. That's what I figure. I recommend if you're older to play Dungeons and Dragons at an old age, because it's all fantasy, right? You can be anything. It's all imagination. Like my character right now is half elf ranger who has amazing cholesterol. Like he doesn't take any pills. Like it's. Some say he doesn't wear orthotics either, but that's just a whisper on the wind. As you get older, you realize that you're just vulnerable, right? Like you're not like you used to be. When I was in my 20s, I used to do all sorts of drugs. I put all drugs in this body. Now I'm like, ooh, this toothpaste is spicy. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I brush teeth now. It's a lot of gag. My friends going crazy too, all my old friends. They're like terrified of smart speakers. They think they're against them. They think Google Home's gonna get them. My friend swears that the government's listening to him if he buys a Google Home. And I'm like, I hope the government's listening. I bought a Google Home for my parents so they can listen to them talk about the squirrels in the backyard for a half an hour. Go listen to that, government, for a day. Just, oh, the gray one showed up again. And the government's just like, let them die in peace. Just turn this. It's the government turn off their spying equipment. All right. It's terrifying getting older. That's what it is, right? Technology's terrifying, right? They start telling you don't give a fuck about you either, right? Commercials, they just don't care anymore. When you're 20s, commercials, like, how old are you? Like 20-something years old? 21, right? You get like cars and fast food. I get like Gold Bond medicated powder now. You got leaves in your troughs? That's what I get. You need siding? It's like capitalism's done with you, old man. Lie down. That's all they're saying. It's finished. And now my generation, we don't know how to age gracefully at all. We're just kicking and screaming all on Facebook. It's like we've never heard of a pronoun before. Like we're terrified of them. Just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like for years we just nodded at people. That's how we knew their gender. We're like, look at those over there with their vaginas and stuff. Now they come at us with pronouns. You know what my thing about pronouns is that my pronouns are boring. That's my problem. Like he, him, that's like the cargo shorts of pronouns. I feel every time I say it, I feel like I have a fistful of like Canadian Tire dollars in my hand. Like he, him. I normally don't have to say it. Like I normally, like I guess that's my privilege. But every once in a while, I find myself in a meeting and I just feel so like I think everyone's gonna roll their eyes. You know, like he, him. And they're like, we know. We saw the holes in your socks. We know you're a he, him. And also, people are like putting everything, all their political opinions on their cars and trucks now. That's my generation. You're welcome. Just slapping that's what we do with vehicles at our age. Slap our opinions on the back of a truck. Remember when old people used to just drive their cars into Wendy's windows? Remember that? Remember those good old days? They just mistake the gas for the brake and just drove into a window. Now we gotta put our opinions on a truck. F Trudeau. Who's F Trudeau? Why are we doing this? I have a friend who's all for it. He's like, it's my political opinion. I'm like, no, it's a slogan. It's like Hulkamania or Live, Laugh, Love. You know what's the worst about F Trudeau is I don't like Trudeau, but I hate these people more. So now I gotta defend Trudeau. Thank you. Thanks for that. Well, he did blackface. No, but he's a nice guy. I don't know. I'm trying. Pardon? I wish I had an audience like that to sell merch to, like the F Trudeau crowd, man. When I sell audience, my audience, they're skeptical of my merch. I sell a button, they're like, is it ethically made? I'm just take the button, I don't care, you know what I mean? That F Trudeau crowd, they'll buy anything with F Trudeau. You could put F Trudeau on a Diva Cup, 9 dudes will line up for it. Just be like, I'll figure out how to bleed through my dick hole. I'm no commie. All right, that's all I wanted to do. You guys have been a great crowd. Have a good night, everybody.